What is up? Welcome back to part 3. Hopefully this will be the final part of this series, building the oil pan. So in the first part, we basically got everything cut and ready to go on that part. Second part, we built the plate and kind of traced everything out and got it welded on. Now, I went through last night and I started to build the template and everything as you see here. So this is basically the outline, the shape of what the pan is going to be. This I just got to extend it up. Ran out of cardboard there. But it is going to be angled back a little bit to clear the sway bar. This will be just a 90-degree angle. Come down 5.5 inches from the mounting point. This is 3/4 of an inch up here down to an inch. So it's basically going to be sloped a little bit. It's kind of hard to see, but that should help direct some of the oil back into the sump here. So let's get started on cutting these things out and we'll weld them up. Okay, so here's all the pieces traced out on the aluminum now. I'll get to cut them out. This piece here I think I'm not going to cut out because I should just be able to use this section here. I'll just cut it there and then essentially just lift this part up. So I'm not going to cut it off the big sheet. I'm going to try to use this one. Okay, I got this thing all cut now. And I went to install my super duper eBay front sump oil pickup. And long story short, it's like not even close to being able to mount properly. So say that is where the pickup mounts to the oil pump, and the mounting location is off by like 2 inches, and it's kind of hanging off to the side of the engine. So emailed them, see what they do about that. It should mount, you know, something like this probably. So it's centered in the pan, but then you have the mounting hole for the pump is way off. So you could wiggle it a little bit this way. This is still off either way. I can't even get it to line up while it's fitting in the pump at all. So this would need to be bent somehow. So we'll see what they do. Maybe they won't want me to send it back and then we can just hack it up and make it work. So the other option, which may be the most appropriate at this time, is to just cut up one of the old pickup tubes. You know, like hack this section off and then weld it all together. So that may be what we do, but we'll see. And here's the rest of the metal, all hacked up. We have all the pieces all cut now. This kind of took a while to do this and get this decent. But they're all cut, and I'll start to mount them and tack them in place. Probably going to tack it with the thing bolted on here. I want to try to do as much welding as I can on the outside. When I loosen this bolt, it does kind of warp up a little bit. It looks like it was, so I don't want to do a whole bunch of welding outside. So I want to try to at least get it tacked solid on the outside, then we'll pull it off and weld it probably from the inside. A lot of joints are going to have to be done from the inside, but we'll see. We'll just swing it. We'll wing it. Another thing about the oil pickup tube, I just wanted to, that was one thing I did want to buy and not make. So I will make it if I have to, but I just wanted to buy one and make it work because an oil pickup tube, I feel like that's, you know, kind of important. So I didn't really want to take my chances on that one. Okay, I jumped ahead quite a few steps here, but got everything cut out, brushed everything with the flap disc, and started to tack it all on. So now I'm going to go through and kind of final weld it. I'm going to do as much as I can on the outside, and then I'll go on the inside, take the pan off and do the inside of it. Alright, so I'm going to do a bead without the cheater method. That's one I just did, so I want to do another one and show you guys. Hopefully I can actually do it again. foot pedal a little bit because I was starting to get hot here, so I was backing it off, and then it kind of wasn't hot enough, so let's finish it up, and then I'm going to fix this spot right here. Alright, boys and girls, here it is. It's pretty much all welded now on the outside. Some spots look pretty good. Look at their little section right here. That looks like really, really nice. That one was going okay for a little bit. And then there's some spots where I blew a hole in it here. It was going okay, and then I think I was holding it too far away and then just blasted a hole in it. So I'm trying to learn how to work the foot pedal and lower the current when it's getting too hot. Did it again over here. You can see it was going okay, and then I think it was a combination of too much pedal and too far away. But this is pretty much it. I'm going to let it cool completely, and then I'll flip it over, and I want to weld this little seam on the inside, because that one's kind of tough to get to, so I'm going to weld that one from the inside, and then I'll be able to test it for leaks. I'm going to find some type of a bung or something to put in there for a drain hole. Not really sure what I'm going to do there yet, but that's what it looks like. Now, with any luck, it'll actually fit in the car and clear the windage tray. I might have to modify the windage tray in the back, actually. Here I cut it in. I actually had to modify this and pull it out a little bit because it was hitting or it was really close to the reluctor wheel on the inside. So might have to modify the windage tray a little bit, but I don't know. I'm pretty happy with this.